Hello, welcome to another video from Avenue X looking at Chinese drama land in the past week. I admit I haven't spent that much time watching Chinese dramas. I spend all the time planning and making videos on Black Myth Wukong, and that's gonna continue for a bit on my channel. I'm still watching Chinese drama though. For example, the Youku one, the short but also quite long one, because each episode is quite long, 边水往事, the drama led by Guo Qilin and Wu Zhenyu. I have watched some of it, and I'll try my best to get through the drama. If it's worth talking about, I'll for sure talk about it. One thing I noticed during this week's gameplaying is actually really exhausting and energy consuming. It's so energy consuming to the point where I actually lost quite a bit weight. I looked at the scale and I couldn't believe what has happened. So now I get a really good idea about why there are so many gamers who are stuck in their chair all day long and still skinny. So let's get back to talk about Dramaland. First, we had an airdrop drama on August 26th on Tencent. 32 episodes contemporary drama, 藏海话. Another adaptation of 盗墓笔记. English translation is Adventure Behind the Bronze Door, and this actually has been ready for more than a year. When they released their first trailer a long time ago, I remember people didn't have very good response to it because such iconic characters, and then these actors don't really feel like they're 100% fitting. This is the version that's led by Zhang Luyi, Chen Minghao, Wen Yongshan, and Zhang Kangle, and playing those classic characters, Wu Xie, Pang Zi, Xiao Ge. Probably among my channel audiences and most Chinese drama watchers, it is still agreed that The Ultimate Note a few years ago is still the most successful adaptation of this IP into drama. And it's funny that whether you're a book fan or not book fan, as long as you've heard about the reputation of the original author and the producer of this drama, you would know that no one really hoped this drama could be good. Because this guy is really famous in Chinese popular culture and widely known as the guy who tends to mess up his own IP adaptation. So this drama just showed up, and it seems like Tencent really didn't hope it could do well. So that's why they airdropped it. I haven't had time to check it out, but I do have friends who are diehard fan of this IP since day one when the novel was released, which was a long time ago. So they would check out every adaptation, and they went in to check out this drama like right after it aired, and then told me don't even bother to click open. I'm like, okay, thank you. You saved my time. Then today on the 30th, as I'm recording this video, a drama has just gone live. Also on Tencent, fictional period drama. It's not based on any real history, called Liu Guang Yin. And it doesn't have official English title, only pinyin. It is 40 episodes. It is led by Zhang Han and Zhu Xudan, and some kind of prince, daughter of a premier, and whatever. Like, I read a synopsis and I watched the trailer. It kind of like is that sort of typical love, torture, heavy period drama thing. And another drama that I probably will not try to check out. I would admit, I cannot watch Zhang Han. His presence on screen just takes me out of the story straight away due to everything he's done before, whether it's dramas that you just can't deal with or actual live like variety shows he's been in that I unfortunately had the misfortune of watching with my eyes and I cannot unsee, and it's in my head and it's very bad. The fact that this drama existed was like, oh, I didn't know this one is here, and then I just look at the trailer for a bit and see a couple of shots he's in it. I'm like, oh, I'm not watching it. Moving on to the next one. On September the 3rd, we have Youku, also on CCTV 8, 血迷宫, the first shot. The drama that's actually being sort of supervised by Zhang Yimou, set in the 90s, about policemen and drug dealers, mostly in the north of China. And it's the one led by Huang Jingyu, Wang Ziqi, Xie Keying, Zhang Yu, and quite a few other people. In recent years, we've had a lot of very famous previously film directors in China making web series or televisions, and they all tend to not do too well. And this time, Zhang Yimou, although not as director, is also involved in this project. In a couple of days, we shall see if this one is gonna work out for him. And then we have a few dramas that have gotten their license and ready to air anytime. First, Youku, period, idol, fantasy, drama, 千朵桃花一世开. I believe when they started filming, I talked about it. It's led by Zhang Bingbing and Sun Zhenyi. The English title is The Blossoming Love. Everything considered, it looks like a very typical idol period fantasy drama that Youku would produce. And if you look at their production shots that they've released, they really Photoshop everybody to the point where you pretty much cannot recognize who they are. Like, for example, this is actually Zhang Bingbing. If you're familiar with this actor, when you take a very brief glance at it, you literally will not be able to tell it's that guy. And the other one that has gotten its license is the 32 episodes idol period fantasy drama. Another one from Tencent, 永夜星河, love game in Eastern fantasy. Blunt. the direct translation. Anyway, it is the collaboration again between Ding Yuxi and Yu Shuxing in the period drama setting, and this is technically a real contemporary person who gets into a game that has a period setting, and she has to figure out her way of like how to get out of it. Current Chinese drama land is just filled with things that are made for being made sake. And then let's talk about a couple of dramas that have wrapped. First, a contemporary drama that has started shooting not so long ago and now they're wrapped. Very quick, 陷入我们的热恋, Be Passionately in Love from Tencent. The contemporary 24 episode drama led by Wang Anyu and Liu Haocun, university-aged young people's romantic story drama. If you like these two people, you probably will find it at least visually pleasing. Then we have another contemporary drama that has wrapped during this week called 树影迷宫, Dead End. It is talking about a serial killing case of the 1990s. It's about a girl who was found dead in a well. And it clearly is not suicide. And after that, more death keeps happening. Guess which platform has it? Obviously, iQIYI. And even if you just look at the casting, they are frequenters of iQIYI dramas. Liao Fan, Yin Fang, Liu Ling, Fu Dalong. And for this type of drama, if the script is bad, then it's definitely gonna tank. So fingers crossed, at least the writing quality of this drama is good enough. Then we have multiple dramas that have started shooting. First, another iQIYI, probably 迷雾剧场 drama, 除恶 has started shooting. English title is The Devil Between Us. And it's led by Ren Suxi and Wang Xiao. Yeah, this casting is also very, very droolingly attractive. Another one I probably will for sure check out when they air, and that will be definitely next year. It is set in a small town, and it's talking about a police who is doing normal job accidentally stumbled upon a drug trade, and things start to snowball into a quite big event type of situation. I really hope the script writing quality holds up, just like the one that I just talked about that has wrapped, another police drama. Things like to cluster, like I always say. So we have another drama that has started shooting this week that's very similarly natured, another case-breaking drama, short drama, contemporary drama, with quite well-known actors. Yet another iQIYI. They definitely put money on light on, called Mang Mu. It doesn't have an English title yet. It hasn't even started officially promoting, but it's for sure already shooting. People have caught them like shooting. And this is led by Wang Ziwen and Luo Jin. I looked at the synopsis. Kind of is twist upon twist story where you will come across a murder case of a guy and then the wife is a suspect. And she is actually involved in also finding out exactly what happened. And it keeps twisting on who actually is responsible. We're potentially looking at quite a lot of such dramas showing up next year. Then we have another short drama, also a contemporary one, but of a slightly different nature. It's platform Unsettled. So it's been made by a production company, but it hasn't been signed or sold to any specific web platform. Chinese title is 回来的他们, and it is a story about lawyers. It's going to be led by Wu Jingyan, Jiang Shuying, Huang Jue, Tu Songyan. Another drama that probably will not show up until next year. So these are the things specifically related to dramas. And then the final thing would be early morning, 1 o'clock, something like that. On the 28th in China, we had an epic round of public relation war. Basically, it's about Song Zuer, the actress who hasn't been out and around and been seen and been doing anything for years since her unfortunate news about tax evasion came out around August last year. And she's got a couple of dramas already filmed, and I really like her performances in certain dramas, and she's a quite pretty and very hopeful sort of for the future actress, yet she got into this thing. For a whole year, she's not really doing any work. There was somebody on the 27th late night on Weibo started to sort of like reporting again like her tax evasion thing, and immediately around midnight her studio sent a stamped statement claiming that she's been under investigation for all the tax things and she sorted them all out. It's actually all wrong accusation and she hasn't done anything wrong, and it has already been sort of like vetted by tax bureaus and whatever. So that is it. Statement with proper like stamping and saying just like all the things those people are saying are not true. And immediately that person who's on internet and saying all the things shifted their target, and they changed to then exposing Song Zuer. Her college entrance examination in China is illegally done because Song Zuer has a really complicated education background. She basically got her education in high school in, I believe, the States, and then she had to come back to China and then do certain things so that she can actually be qualified to take even the China's college exams. And then basically the person who is reporting on them is saying that it's all done by bribing and illegal means, and she actually doesn't have the qualifications to even take those exams. And that's like midnight already, all right? Everybody's sleeping. Somehow like they're doing this on internet. And guess what? Song Zuer's studio, within like half an hour or something, puts out another statement with a stamp and stating clearly Song Zuer actually has been proving, basically working with local authorities and actually with the examining bodies of Tianjin City, where she actually took the exam. For months, they've done already an investigation and found all the procedures of her background from the States, education coming to China, and how all the things like actually works out, and it's all legal, and all the papers are there. If anybody really want to question that, you can go and investigate that yourself. You're gonna end up with the same result. And so a lot of melon eating and tea drinking people literally weren't sleeping that night because they're like just chasing down it like a drama series. Like, what's going on? What's gonna happen? We've never seen something being done like that, because of the fact that somebody would say something about her, and in an hour time, they would come back with a statement and actually telling you this has been investigated for months prior to today. Which means the two parties who are basically at war on the internet right now, they know each other and they know what they have on hand on each other. They've been preparing, so they're just waiting for the moment of like somebody makes the first move and I'm gonna make the next chess move and you make another move and make another move. It's all preemptively like prepared, and real life is just more dramatic than dramas. A lot of gossip channels didn't sleep that night because it happens to run into a couple of other quite epic internet celebrity fight that's also like exposing one person being a drug user and then another person saying it's completely not true. And then there's this, I think it's like rapping, like the circle of rapping and the circle of a gaming thing, also like the two groups are fighting on internet on that night. So from late night of 27th to like early morning of 28th, China's gossip land was buzzing. And because it happens to be daytime where I am, I was like, oh, just seeing it unfolding on the internet. I was like, what? Don't you sleep? We haven't heard any official sort of like tax bureau or any place coming out and basically verify if what her studio said is true or false or whatever. We haven't heard it as of now. If in the end it's been cleared that really she personally doesn't have any tax problem, the good news would be the dramas that she has done that's been held up mid-air now probably can air. I know that she has 折腰, the period drama with Liu Guang Yin that a lot of people want to see, that's directed by Deng Ke. And also there's this contemporary drama that she leads with Zhang Xincheng, that's actually 正午阳光 drama. So that should conclude the last video of August 2024 from Avenue X, a weekly video on Chinese drama land. Thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.